What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Was this her room? Yes. Nope. Just a woman floating. This is her room. Okay.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
So, shit, how to... It's been a while since I recorded, so let me just get worked up a little bit. So, this is one of the parts of the game where they just dump the plot on you.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
So, I think she mentioned earlier, and I think even Tris told us about what she is, and that she's not exactly a witch, not exactly a wizard, and I could be fucking mistaken because it's been a while since I played this, but I don't or read the books, and I haven't really gone that far, but I think this is stuff that they made for the game, and even if not, this is a textbook example of you don't make one character whose sole purpose is to explain the reader or explain the viewer or the player the plot. So we're back to Ciri. How do we make the player care about Ciri?
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
It's probably not the worst way to do it. I will not say it's good either, but yeah. How do we make the player care about Ciri, this character that is showing on for the first time at the end of a trilogy? How do we make them care about this character that's supposed to have a strong bond with the protagonist they're playing with? So this is how they handled it.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
So this choice, fuck, I accidentally disabled something because fucking her up is my AAM hotkey. So you get these choices. It doesn't matter what you choose.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
You can even choose to like back out again.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
So initially, my assumption when I first played through this was that, have you ever played Fallen 1? Or 2 even? You know how when you, well, if you don't, I'm just going to explain the scenario. You get out of the vault and your tribe, you're new to the wasteland and you're both as a player and maybe as a player and mainly as a character, you're experiencing things for the first time. And depending on how you go about it, you have the choice of saying, oh, I come from so-and-so, and be more forthcoming with your origins, which leads to people having a better picture of who you are, what are your intentions doing out here, and they know what to expect. And for some people, they'll trust you more because you're honest with them when they were helping you, or when they first welcomed you into their town. So, but what ends up happening is people can find the location of your vault, or they have, without spoiling much, they get an idea of what the fuck. Something fell from the fucking ceiling on my keyboard. Epic. I have a fucking hole in my ceiling now. Great. Anyways. Shit, where was I? I fucking lost my train of thought. In the end, that will come and bite your ass. Or there is a consequence to that. And I kind of thought that this is what they were going for. Where you as Geralt and the first time was Geralt being reluctant into sharing his background with Ciri, and I kind of took that as a hint, like, oh, okay, I guess they don't want me to say much or to talk too much, and oh, okay, so what would you gain from telling her everything? Oh, you get a better picture of where Ciri could be. But the downside of that would be the wild hunt would be that much closer to knowing as well, because they could just either that or somebody. How trustworthy do we know? How much trust can we put on this person to keeping her mouth shut about that this Witcher Geralt came to talk to her about a certain child of legend? You know, just a powerful child. I thought that it would not be free, but it is free. This whole conversation is just
Yes, I think so.
Fake.
In that case, I'm listening.
Fake tension. That there was no real consequence on these choices, and that's a big shame.
It was after our time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
So we could choose to have one last thing to say, which is Garrow detailing what happened on Steph. With the books, Garrow dies at the end. You learn that first thing when you come into the first Witcher game, where Garrow comes back to life. But let's refrain from bringing that up, because why would you refute that part?
No. Let's continue.
It's kind of like, I don't know, role-playing
You claim
Skyrim.
the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Did we claim she had abilities? I don't think we did. So, you know, it's kind of nice that they gave you these 3 options. Unfortunately, none of it matters, but the third one is a lot more vague about her abilities and her powers. Well, one is pretty much how she's a child of outer blood. They call her the Lady of Space and Time, which are both true. I think she's even Lady of Space and Time is even like a way of calling her. She can be the next Lady of the Lake even. But anyway, she had trouble controlling them. It's the most vague answer you can give her.
I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities.
Add a 4th option.
Yennefer tried to teach her to
However,
cast
remain
simple
silent.
spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
If you want to hear what he says on the other options, then I don't know, buy this game and play it yourself, or just look it up in YouTube like a sensible person. Just play the first 2 Witcher games and never play the third one. Or you can play the third one. Make sure it's on Enhanced Edition at least. No, let's just not.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions
sounds
you
like
so
Batman.
carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand
She says
and
that
talk of Ciri.
no matter what you say.
Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Second choices. Okay, we're being fucking showered in stupid choices. We just talked to Triss, and last we heard of Yennefer, she didn't know where the fucking bitch was anyways. I don't know why this is an option. Guess it's just like, oh, we need to retain your attention. Just think about it. Dandelion.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
And there he is.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Let's get some background on it.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
How old is the term red light district? Either way.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
That's a fucking ominous note to end this thing with. Yeah, you're just missing the rope, lady. Okay, quest updated. Novigrad dreaming. Fuck. Broken flowers. That sounds like a book about rape.
Something unusual.
Yeah, we got some book. Folk magic and superstitions of our time. And further manifestation of the stupidity born of superstition is faith in the supposedly supernatural abilities of dreaming hags, who proudly style themselves oniromancers. These mendacious persons convince the unwashed rabble they're able not only to dream the unknown past, but also to see the future yet to come as they sleep. Why? The very audacity of this talk inspires one to be ever unwielding in our efforts to weed out this vermin. The city of Novigrad will soon be freed of all sorts of black magic, that work by dreamers included. So yeah, I guess it's not initially being chased, because it's seemingly harmless, but still, you can just picture all sorts of humors that will go around. I mean, if some woman came up dressed me like that and offered me some, I can make you dream of things if you fall asleep in this bedroom in my room. Yeah, that's second thoughts about that. But yeah, also I reduced the texture quality on a few things, and I'm not sure if I like it. Texture quality medium. Okay. How about this? Because that fucking beard looked like shit. Yeah, it still kind of looks bad to me. How about now? It still looks like shit. Oh well.
Rum and supper. Prepare for battle. You shall not have it easy this time.
Oh, you again.
Brought friends? Huh. They all pledged to defend Maid Bilberry's honor too?
No. No, they defend justice. For it is only fair you face a threesome.
Is that so?
Yes, for you are a rogue and a cheat, sir. You never revealed yourself to be a witcher.
He's a textbook fucking example of a witcher.
You'd better go home, get some sleep. Think things over tomorrow.
Wise words. Don't know about you two, but I'm feeling a bit sleepy.
Yeah. We're done here.
Where the fuck are you from? Are you from Tucson?
And the wind keeps blowing and blowing.
Got no fucking clue. First roach. There she is. Oh yeah, amidst the break, I installed some mods, Long Journey Extended, and no GPS. Oh no, Ruda, what the fuck have you done? You just fucked yourself. Great. It took you a fucking year to get to Novigrad. That's gonna take you another year to get to fucking Skellige now.
Hey there.
Oh well. Hey, you know all the good things end soon, so yeah, this playthrough's not a good thing. I would probably agree with you on that one. I also wish I had fucking GPU. Something that is not fucking 1 gig. Where the fuck is the worst one you're gonna find? Oh great, there are fucking shows down here from here. Oh, I think that's it.
I'll never come back, you stinking staddies. All we wanted was... Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get!
Change some of the keybinds. It's gonna take some time to get used to it.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Hey, there's Sultan, our fucking bro.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Yeah, why not? Wait, did he bring out his fucking axe? Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you got a club though.
Rumble time!
Another jumping. We're leaving. Fucking come on! Reminds me of a days of yore. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Vergen.
Come to Pappy!
Okay, this one's down. That one too. And that's a lot of blood for just that.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to
This whole
Novigrad.
game's about
Might
Ciri.
still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
So, what about the problem?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Well, just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
So this one. I don't know, I saw a shining thing on the cutscene. Right this way. Didn't even need my journalist senses for that.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
How come?
It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Old habits die hard.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Yeah, tell me this one reading. So yeah, that's Zoltan. I will read his character log, but you better watch Gopher for that, not me. Why are you shining red?
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Okay, just wanted to hear that voice line again. Let's read his planner. Fuck. Is it really like just talk to him again?
Well, don't just stand there. Read. We might learn something.
Oh, there it is. Rosa Varatre, okay, fucking Nilfgaardian. Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into the humorous blue. No, depressed, okay. She shunned her less sensibility to sing her dwarf with fragility. Charming garden closed villa in Gildorf. Pause, read. Pause, read. Pause, read. I think that was fucking terrible. I'm just doing that because I think Carol reads it a little bit.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Start with the first one.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair
hue.
Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa Varatre deemed her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
Excuse me.
Her dad's a Nilfgaardian aristocrat with the Imperial Legation.
Oh.
Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
Well, then one it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. Instructor.
Epic. Sounds like a fun time to be sure.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Wise man.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly, keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives.
Sure.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's
I
her.
remember that.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Hey, we gotta insert our obligatory. What's that book called? 50 Shades of Grey reference.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, this is gonna be fucking great. So, who are we gonna visit first? This is the closest one. Vespula. Yeah, let's go talk to her.
Nothing hurts as much
Like
as
it,
life.
you made
Say,
it dwarf.
life is a prison and we all serve our time.
Come on, we need another place to hunker down the night.
And why is it so
Maybe we
fucking?
ought to try the King of Beggars.
What the? Look at me. I look like
Move it.
a beggar to you. I'm a citizen.
You can learn a great deal when you're gripping a pair of pincers or white-hot tools.
You know, Ruda, it kind of kills the point of having no GPS installed if you're just gonna have your mini-map do the job.
But what we didn't and couldn't agree is that there'd be a war now, could we? I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close
Bad
enough.
armor, actually. Like a
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Go. Now.
Now listen. You might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah. 4 men, collecting tribute from 1 washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
Best think again.
too bad your delivery kind of ruins it.
Come on, come closer.
Leave him to me!
Fuck. Why does he have an invisible crossbow? Fuck. Okay, this is fucking terrible warm-up. I guess this is what I get from neglecting. Also, the mod got updated today. I fucking re-recorded this thing multiple fucking times. You don't know the fucking half of it. And I'm trying to get rid of this one problem with audio delays, especially. And shit, I don't know that. I think it's almost impossible to really really get rid of it at this point. Unless I upgrade my computer, which I just don't have the fucking money for it at the moment. And I don't really have much of a reason to upgrade my PC. So far, the only game that would upgrade my PC is to keep recording this shit.
But what we didn't and couldn't agree is that there'd be a war now, could we?
And to play DMC5, and that's about it. That's
Quite a coincidence. That's why I had to do to you.
yeah. Let's just meditate a little bit. Break the immersion. I know. Okay, should be fine now. Yeah, I don't know.
I will get you every last
I
copper.
think the version
with
is
interest.
4.50.
Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker.
Yeah,
What you
close patrol.
Keep
Sorry, this line.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration.
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Yeah, okay, that also works.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
God, this bitch just made me fucking... Okay, so in the Brazilian dub for this game, that's what they call Gerald. They call Jennifer. And I don't know, just feel like fucking stop recording this shit and just, I don't know, fucking jumping out the window right now. But I don't think the height is high enough to kill me.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him.
Alrighty.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Wait, what?
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
It's funny how she's just starting to make excuses for him. But anyways, I just remember something that I mentioned in a previous recording. And that is, I kind of like how this quest comes together, where you go on talking to these specific women, and it's not just how to put this. you know, chase the go here, do this, and talk to them. Oh, here's a funny encounter, but you also get to see a clearer picture. Like the lion is after this information. Why is that?
This woman he was with in the harbor, who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Siri. She just fucking described the fucking Siri. And Geralt doesn't even get a fucking option to defend her because he fucking knows. Look at this fucking face. He fucking knows she's a fucking slut. He's not gonna do anything about it. What a fucking cook.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
You're gonna end up as a single mother.
Hey, man.
So Ellie Howe, I think, was the other one. I think she lived, yeah, somewhat close by. It's the non-human district or quarter, whatever you want to call it.
Faster.
Wait, is it
Hey,
that
yeah.
house? No, it's not that house.
Won't let them boss you around, eh?
Come on.
Unfortunately. Yeah, this is a non-human quarter. This house, I suppose? Oh, wrong house. Okay, this is weird. This house? Oh yeah, I can see the fucking outfits here. Yes.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
Why the fuck would I do this at nighttime? Hold on, let me just meditate. Let's just think about life. Yes, that won't.
My man carries his pitchfork like you, on his back. I say you're both daft.
That one will describe this spiel describes Siri fucking correctly. Garrett doesn't say anything about it, and I don't know why. I would imagine he would be fucking against it, but he fucking knows inside. That's my fucking headcanon. Shut up.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Ellie Howe.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Ellie Howe?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Ellie Howe was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
I just approve of the high heels.
So you're...
Ellie Howe.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start.
So you're trans lesbian, okay.
Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
How did they let you in the fucking tavern dressed up as that? What kind of tavern were you in?
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
And I think they make potions for that, or... Fuck, what are they fucking called? I even have them on my fucking RPG. Fuck, I forget the name in English. It's some fancy word. It's kind of like a charm, or... Fuck, the word is in the tip of my fucking tongue. It's something that can make you have the appearance of something else. I'm pretty sure they have that on this universe, because Yennefer doesn't look like that normally.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
Yeah,
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
He's not entirely on this game. Thank the gods, nobody ruined him. He was too good for us, but he went out of a fucking bang. All hail Kalkstein.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Guess that would suffice.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Yeah, keep that in mind, I suppose. These all kind of look the same, though.
A day like all others.
Oh, ready? Who's next? Oh yeah, speaking of who's next, that's the Mortal Kombat tagline for MK10. The one for MK11 is "You're next." And that
There must be order.
That reminds me, they recently leaked or put out Frost's design on that game. Not sure I like it. I would think it's way too over the design.
Hey,
Kind of like my stuff a little bit on the simple side.
Let's go kill some monsters.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Not so fast, Roach.
Don't know why that kid's screaming.
We need is a mutant.
Come on.
Oh yeah, I think there's an arbor nearby.
Shit.
Awful pale. Oh, you scared?
Looks like a drop of some sort.
What's this? No left by a spy. Negotiations with the Trade Corporation continue. The merchants have agreed to almost all of the Emperor's conditions. Not look positive. Rumor has it bound that Radovid has found a way to get his hands on Novigrad. The key to Novigrad is the Eternal Fire. Control the Hierak, control the city. A plan is in the works. Next message, a stash at Triple Gates. Hidden message of the Nilf.
Damn.
What?
Come on!
Into his sword! Rumble time! Yeah!
Now I'm not sure if that encounter was random encounters or this questline, because I don't think I ever did this.
To leave this city somehow.
And this happened. Oh well, this is a fucking nice sight. Is that the barber?
Prince Proximo picked a peck of pickled pippins.
Greetings.
Scare away.
Look at the map. No, okay. South. East, okay.
Greetings, Haggard.
Haggard. I don't think that's a good thing to be called. This it? Nope.
Be a butcher went on big.
Nice. Epic. Huh.
I'm a right and randy dandy. The ladies find me handy.
What the fuck is this guy doing at a fucking tutor school? I don't know. Probably being respectful guy like I am walking to a fucking kid's school. Orphanage, actually. I think. Yeah, it's an orphanage.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I am she. That sounds like English as second language fucking talk. Oh shit, I'm still bloody. Yeah. Probably wise.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all.
Never mind, it's a school.
That hurts! My uncle's in the circus because he can swallow swords. Can you?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Well, about that.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions?
You just know.
Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
And I'd rather not know about what you just said.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Speed of being done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
I don't like this bedroom last you gave us.
Jeepers creepers! Look at them peepers!
So the barber is in this side of town, I think. East. Will this door open?
Come here!
Now will this door open? It did. Okay, cool. Oh, there he is. Wait, what? Oh.
Looking for a barber? Well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
This is like fucking suicide. Let's see what the fuck happens. Yeah, this works.
So long.
Tram, Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Awful pale you are.
Rosa var Adre.
Double shows.
That's just talk.
Oh yeah, the fucking spy quest. We're going up to Cripple Caves anyways. Wait, that's a clinic. Whose clinic? Fumerius. Can we get in there? Yes, we can. Is that a fucking... Oh, never mind.
But of course. Yes? What is it?
Feeling better. I look better.
Well,
don't I?
Nothing.
Better?
Double shows.
There she is.
That's it, Roach.
Yeah, we're gonna have to climb up. You know, I really wish I was having a better frame rate and I had a fucking subject to talk.
No lollygagging.
Aha, fucking. Yes, of course.
Hey!
I think it led through this place. But I really don't like the song those bards are playing. Crippled capes. Really, I could have fucking sworn. Yeah, somebody used this place. Never mind.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Yes.
I traced the pansy all the way to the garden.
What, did you catch it? Hey, keep your distance.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch 'em.
Actually, just wanted to walk forward.
What do you want?
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
Oh yeah, this fucking reminds me to get my fucking chest armor repaired because it's fucking broken. And I'm gonna fucking change my key bindings back because fuck this shit. It's kinda, you know, you don't fucking change your horses mid fucking race. My reflexes are starting to fuck me up. Get off horse, dismount, just gonna go back to V. Fucking dive. What's dive gonna be? Oh, dive is gonna keep that. Use quick access items gonna be caps lock. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, that's fucking it. That's all I wanted.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one, and take care not to hurt the little miss, or you'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Here's Susan. Don't mind if I take that. Oh, I guess Garrett's just gonna equip that stuff. Works for me.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
The opposite, actually.
Ratted! You're quick!
Just pulled out the sword.
Lost your nerve?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop flaunting and fight! Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Don't make me use Axie.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Okay.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Okay.
Let's dance.
Why bother with 2 swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Fancy stop using fucking makeup and cutting your hair? Maybe.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you 2 lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you 2 up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first
This
step.
is the same
You
voice
blushed every
actress.
time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a
Accept
mentor.
it.
Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one
God
thing.
damn it, Carol. It's
Either
not
of you
even
seen
fucking
Dandelion
scream
lately?
or shout
Edna,
or
my
raise
dear,
your fucking tone
I
of voice.
certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
The Oxenford.
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister.
I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just
I
talking
think that's just
about
makeup.
Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Yeah, time to pull a fucking shepherd.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Need to remember to bring a fucking scissor next time. That's a license, epic. Wait, which way is the right way?
Do you like it?
I mean, it ain't bad.
They've burnt enough.
Yeah, okay, what's next? Why did I open up the fucking... Okay, is this thing gonna crash? No, okay. Just my computer fucking dies if I use fucking art or any fucking signs, or if I open up the character menu. Not sure what I really need to pick. I gotta fucking meditate, of course.
It's dreadful.
Molly. That is an adorable name, in my opinion. Anything here? Nope. Wait, I recognize that voice.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, thanks for giving that away, Geralt.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him there.
It's fine, I guess.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way then.
Wow, what an amazing graphics for the truly cinematic experience I feel every time I walk into this channel and I click on one of your videos. It's amazing. Just look at those fucking textures and these long loading screens. Especially when you die, they're epic. Imagine how I feel.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses,
I do, actually.
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
God, who the fuck directed the voice acting on this game?
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
Yeah, that sums up my thoughts.
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Ruthenian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
They all look the same.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Second option sounds more interesting. Just being fucking consistent, but no fun on live Geralt. But I have a feeling somebody sucked the fun out of that line.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose?
Obvious
Witcher?
choice.
The gray mare looks nimble. Besides, knew a man named Kahir once. I'll go with her.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
So I suppose the fucking rider does not affect the horse, huh? I wonder how true that is.
Riders, ready!
Don't spare the horse!
Nothing hurts as much.
Let's go!
I adore the speed, the rush of air! Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of!
Come on.
I forgot the key to make the horse follow the rotor.
I adore the speed, the rush of air!
Slow now.
Don't spare
You
the
know,
horse!
I don't have this fucking stamina bar enabled at the moment, but they put in some audio cues for when the horse is running out of breath, and I think it's being played right now.
Slower.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Kinda wish more of.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Thanks again.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Another drifter in from Temeria. Ah, youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Wait a second. Okay. I kind of missed the mouse wheel.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Just roll with it.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to
I
ask
like
you
that
about him.
double entendre.
Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Sister.
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
By the way,
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
These packages, any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer. Sailed in from Kavir. Talented family, innit?
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
yeah, truly a tight family. Anyway, it's funny that she mentions how they look different and all that. When in, I want to say Seasons of Storms, which is a book that came out around the development of the second Witcher game. And the third one, I think the beginning of the third one. Andrzej, I don't know how to pronounce his fucking first name, Sapkowski. He made Dandelion a blonde guy. And that was like the first time that he described Dandelion's hair for all this time, and I kind of have a feeling he did that on purpose to just... The fuck are dogs barking outside? Epic. Fucking dog fight. Just great. Lost my fucking train of thought. I don't know, I kinda, in my mind, I find that was funny to picture him cackling as He's like, ah, fuck CDPR. As he just described Dandelion's hair, and it doesn't happen to be the same color as the one in the games, just dark. But you know, then again, maybe not. Maybe people see characters differently. I don't picture Geralt looking like this when I read the books. The brutal face mod, though, it goes a long way to changing that.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
We're approaching a part of the game I don't remember. But hopefully we can show her those etchings. Because I don't know, she seems kind of... I don't know, this girl for some reason kind of activates my must protect part of my fucking mind. I don't know, she's fucking cute.
Nothing hurts as much as
a little bit of an airhead. Maybe that's fine. So, what's up?
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yeah, music sucked.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I would ever say that.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
You know, I'd probably go on my own if the game wasn't on fucking trade. Yeah, I'm starting to sound like a broken record. Well, gee, Ruda, we are fucking over 20 parts in, and I'm pretty sure you broke that fucking record a few parts ago. Since episode 2. Part 2, actually. Why do I keep calling it episode?
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Ready? Let's go back to Zoltan. What the hell was I been recording this shit? Oh shit, 1 hour. Okay. Let's go back to Zoltan and... yeah, everything should fall out from there.
Not so fast, Roach.
No loitering round here.
But yeah, actually, let's... Wait, we haven't... Oh yeah, we haven't done this. I forgot. I recorded this thing, but... I haven't fucking completed that with Triss. The whore. I don't think this is a good way to go for a horse.
Slow now. Whoa.
Remind me of this. You know what? I'm not sure how to feel about me trying to, well, finally remembering the fucking how to navigate through Novigrad. I feel good and bad about myself at the same time.
Oh!
Come on now.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
So this is Cripple Kate's. I kind of thought Cripple Kate's was the fancy place where you have the Gwent tournament.
Slower.
Actually, Cripple Kate's not that building you're looking at. Maybe not.
Hard times we live in.
Black magic doll.
Half price.
I'll undress her.
But I feel somewhat cursed for finding that.
Then I choose the front.
No lollygagging.
What did that letter mention? Do I still have it? Dispatch. Okay. I'll find the next passage. I think it's probably on this tunnel.
Oi, cocker!
The fuck? Oh yeah, it's a fucking brick.
Think I can move this.
Trade corporation is haggling about the price. The trade, yeah, them. About the price of its support for the emperor. The merchants want more influence in the east and south. Not sure how that went. We know Hemofart's weakness. When you get our girl into the Vagabud's bash, I'll put the kit and the coin in the stash in the Kildorf sewers. Here's the key. Well, we know where that thing is. The fucking sewers I was on using, metagaming. I'm sorry. We're gonna go back there tomorrow. Maybe even literally.
Hey, yeah.
Did she?
What do you want?
So good, that's what he's open. No, not that.
Greetings, Ivier.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Listen, would you craft something for me?
Wait a minute. I repaired this thing already. When did I do this? Is that why I have so little money? I think it's just because I'm bad at managing money. I also got light armor repair kits. I somehow missed that detail.
You look familiar.
The second time I hear them,
Wonderful.
no, I can barely see anything, to be honest.
Spare a couple or
You know,
two.
I'm not a big fan of alternate vision styles. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm pretty thankful that I don't have to drink a potion to have this effect. You know, this is one of the reasons why I find it hard to go back to, especially the second game. Because, oh, you gotta use a silver sword to kill a fucking insectoid. Like Lynn. I'm just kidding. You gotta use a silver sword to beat those type of enemies. After, you know...
What am I to do now?
Putting it in your head that doesn't make sense. I even try to download...
How are you keeping, Bobby? Monsieur Zoltan, you old... What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savoury crackers.
I even downloaded the red kit for the Witcher 3, and I tried digging through the codes to see if I could reverse engineer the fact that silver weapons do damage and make it so steel swords do it as well. But oh well.
Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Couldn't he? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Yeah.
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I'd not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines of dubious worth.
Well, I'm curious.
Let's hear him. I'm all ears.
I know how he wooed a lass studying natural history. Asked her about the habits of trolls. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? The Oxenford-Novigrad Road, which is just now being repaired. Made her stare for hours as labourers crushed boulders into cobblestones. Tried to pass it off as a romantic outing. I don't know about human woman, but that would bore a dwarven lass to tears. He's growing old, that poet of ours.
Oh,
maybe.
Fuck.
Or maybe he did all that for a reason.
Sounds like you found something out.
Okay, I fucking forgot about that line. I didn't mean it to come at the same time as Geralt.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Oh, so, okay, maybe Vespula wasn't describing Ciri, but still, I'd say it suits the bill.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Himself?
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
This song gets on my nerves. Gee, Ruda, you're just not having fun in this game. I'm just not... How do I describe this without missing the point? I just really am not looking forward to the next part of the story. Letter from Prime. Who? When will you return to Sedaris? I hope it will be soon, for I miss you terribly. Waiting to see you again literally pains me. If you're to come, send me a message beforehand. Now it's my mistress for a day off. What's this talk? Anyways. Guess we're going now. It's sundown.
I think I'm in love.
Not with me, I hope.
Oh! Let's go!
Excuse me.
Slow now. Whoa.
No bread.
Oh, God. Aretha's come for me.
Yes, it's gonna make the game good.
Ain't at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta adjust the...
Giddy up.
So, how you go with this again? I was...
Kinda wish you could make my game run faster.
There must be order.
I'm honestly just considering dumbing down the resolution.
Not so fast, Roach.
Hey boy, what do I gotta do to get a lovely pala like yours?
Yeah, they're fucking cheering for the band that's not playing. Epic. Truly doing this.
Come on now.
Fuck.
The roads wet with rain, the sun bright and warm our hearts.
Kingfisher.
Long live Geralt of Rivia, our savior!
Savior of what? Also, thank you, I suppose. Well, let's go.